bringing you our week 2 Kakuna power rankings. And I'm thinking this might be the last power ranking I do, just because yeah, yeah, you know why? Because I just want really the invite, but and they're kind of cringy and stuff like that. But I tried putting a little bit more time into this one. I hope it goes all right. So the first game I have is HCon 3 against John. And if you didn't know already, HCon 3 was ranked 16th last time on my power rankings, and John was ranked 11th. So I'm just gonna start this game. Um, yeah. So I wish you could see this side. My face. Okay. Oh. No. Let's just go back here. It's the very beginning, but yeah. It's HCon 3 was ranked 15th. Was ranked 16th. And John was ranked like 11th or something. So yeah. Right now it's uneventful, I guess. I mean, like, yeah. So pretty much just unlike these turns and all, it's just like he trained putting in some work against Sylveon, and really, um, it's not too much. I think it's just this Magnustorm actually does kind of matter a little bit. I think he might have been able to kill the Sylveon. I don't know if he was, if he hit the Magnustorm, but he was at least close to being able to kill it. He frees up pretty soon. Uh, I think after the taunt, he frees up. So I don't know if he would have been able to, if he would have killed it when it had their 35 health left, because of the leftovers, had to heal it a little bit. So like I don't know if it had 30, or was Sylveon even left? Okay, I think it was though. I'm gonna have to check that again. I forget. Oh yeah, it was lefties. Okay. So I think this was like, I don't know how it was faster, if it was just running speed invest or if it was Scarf, but Scarf didn't make sense. Um, so yeah, um, I don't know what to think about that. And then like, eh, I think John, like, when that heat train is gone, he kind of already put himself like, I don't know if he had some sort of like wish user. Or, yeah, he did. Kang hit Kang, but I think he kind of needed the Tran for a lot of this. Um, and he also got this Greninja, and so I mean, he just sacked stuff that beat Necrozma. I mean, he had a Toxic user, but now this part of this set that each country has, I don't agree with. Oh, I'm just gonna screw up here. I'm gonna, yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the turn pretty much. But yeah, I don't really agree with each country set. I just want to say that now. But there's definitely a part of it that I like, and I think it was the real reason he won isn't because of the part that I don't like. So I think it was kind of a mistake on John's part as well, for this set being able to win. or any set like that, and that's rest. And you just can't hit that. Um, Now, was it a good idea to run like mono store power? I don't even know if he needed the iron defense really. Personally, I think photon geyser and earth power would have done okay or something, but I don't know why he runs stored power against a team with Greninja. And so, I mean, Max pointed that out to me. So, and I agree. I don't know why you'd run stored power against a team with the dark type mono stored power. But he did find a way to get the Greninja and Heatran to be gone, I guess. And I guess maybe he knew that like Sylveon could. No, Sylveon didn't even do anything to Tran really. I just don't know why he kept letting damage on Tran. So to me, it just doesn't make sense. Now, I don't think it's a good bring on HCon 3's part. So that's why I put HCon 3. He only moves up one spot. He moves up to number 15. And John, who was previously 11, I'm moving him to 12. I don't think this game really said much, personally. I just don't. I think not really impressive. Yeah. So now we're gonna go to Andrew and Juice, and they were ranked both relatively high last time. Juice was ranked, I think, fourth. No, he's ranked second, and was Andrew ranked? Yeah, Andrew was ranked fourth. Yeah. Okay. So it's funny because I'm actually gonna swap them after this, but I'll explain that after. I think Andrew should be second, and Juice should be fourth. So just going to glare him there, but that's really not going to stop the SD and two mocks, so, or one mock. I mean, either two mocks or one SD. He gets paired, yeah. So, of course, the Salazzle's going to knock him out. And I believe it goes, goes Chomp. I think he goes Palisand here, and they both toxic each other or something. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, it's a good thing he had like toxic because Palisand can just wall guard Chomps, honestly. It's pretty crazy. I mean, in my game of Diversify, which I had, I just got walled by Palisand with my Garchomp. So, yeah. Um, like, I just think this is like pretty nice stuff. I don't know why he didn't sucker there, really, honestly. If he didn't have sucker, I guess that definitely makes sense. But I mean, did it give up a free switch? Maybe, but like, I just don't agree with that. I guess. Maybe if you went Raikou, that would have been all right. I mean, I don't know. Um, so yeah, this is a good predictor here of the Shadow Ball. I think that was pretty clear switch in like of what he would probably bring in against the Meloetta. So yeah, that was just good. Yeah, he's gonna go into Bishop. He's gonna Brave Bird. And this is where Andrew makes the most weird plays. I think that he roosts here on a throat chop, and I see that does 50. Okay, he roosts again. Maybe that's a high 51. Like what? Why do you keep roosting? 50. Okay, well I don't get it. I don't get why he keeps roosting. This doesn't make sense to me. He's trying to wear out his PP. Okay, now he U-turns. He's like, okay, maybe that was the scout sucker, but I don't think that makes any sense because of the range. Bishop wouldn't kill it with the sucker, obviously. So Bishop, yeah, doesn't make sense. Yeah, so pretty much at this point, he just has like a bulkier guard set. I don't know why he switches out necessarily there, especially because this rocks up. Like, unless he didn't think it was a bulkier Gardevoir, but Gardevoir was better bulking the matchup. I don't know if that was just not mocking, like, or something. But yeah, I don't know if even a Cloyster at whatever even lives, but I think they both played pretty well, honestly, in that game. I thought the weirdest things were just the roosting on Crobat was weird. I don't know why he did that. Yeah, to me, it just didn't make sense. Why? Why would he roost like that? because he wanted the U-turn chip, I think maybe, and he didn't want him to sucker. But I didn't think that was a good. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible, but it wasn't necessary. So now this is my game against Nader, and he was ranked number one. I put myself number three. Yeah, these are going to change. Well, mine is going to change. Yeah, he's going to probably he still should be number one. Um, yeah. So you pretty much know if you see my videos, especially who wins this. But it's going to start off pretty competitive, I think. He doesn't make a misplay in this game, so I'm just going to point it out right now. He just plays really conservatively. He never does anything that, you know, anything weird, anything risky at all. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. He's willing to give up momentum. He's just not. So, yeah, it's going to start off pretty competitive, I think. Pretty close, actually, until a little bit goes down the hill. Um, so, yeah, he goes into Klefki here. I'm going to go into Tentacruel. I'm just going to let him T-Wave me for some reason and trigger off a Scald. I don't know why I do that. I should have gone right into Lando. That was a misplay on my part, right? So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to let him get up a free Spikes by doing that, which is just stupid of me. As he goes into Gyarados, and of course I'm going to U-turn on that, which is the right play. I'm going to go into my Grand Bull, and here I knew it was going to go into Tangrowth, so I'm going to get up my Heal Bell, I'm going to heal up my Tentacruel, and I'm going to heal up my Cradily. That was a good play on my part, right? So I'm going to go into Steela here. Probably showing that I'm Z move, and I'm showing that because I didn't expect him to knock off that, but I'm showing that I'm Z move now, and I'm showing that I have a way to deal with Tangrowth. So that tells him I'm pretty much Z Fly, which I am, which was an adjustment. And he brings in Tapu Koko, and I make a big misplay here. And what I do is when Coco's still alive, I should have heavy slammed because it was pretty predictable I would see Fly, right? That would be probably his prediction by what I did. So what I should have done is expect him to switch out. And what would he go into? It would be something that just beats Steela, and can tank maybe a Z-Fly, maybe just doesn't mind flying coverage even. Just that, okay? And also, if my auto side I'm set, since I'm Heavy Slam, Heavy Slam wouldn't KO Coco, which I knew that. So I should have just Heavy Slammed right here and made sure that Coco was at low HP for later on in the game. But what I do is I auto, and that is a huge misplay on my part. And I could have gotten some real solid, edge in this game. But I'm going to go Lando here and pretty much say I'm Scarf. And I'm going to U-turn right here on this Gyarados. And I'm going to probably go into Granville, I think. Yeah, I'm expecting like a bounce or hurricane thing, so I'm not going into Buzzhole. Or maybe, I don't know what else, but like HP Fly. But I don't think he's dead. So I'm going to go into Tentacruel here, but I'm going to make another misplay because I suck at this game. I'm going to go Rapid Spin, and that was pretty obvious. So I should have been able to predict that and go into my Lando right there. But now I go Buzzhole because I don't have a switch into this thing, and I'm an idiot. But really, there's no switch into Gengar anyways. So I couldn't really have a slow-paced game, and that's kind of what I wanted. So Gengar was just a pain in my ass, and Buzzle was my least valuable Mon because really it just sucked. So I was hoping he thought I was Scarf there, so I'm going to Leech Life, obviously. Bluff what I can bluff. That's what he's going to go into, expecting the EQ, and that's a safe play. So what I'm going to do is Leech Life, and I'm going to get some health back. So that was pretty valuable, yes. And now he knows I'm Scar. Now he knows I'm banned because I had banded damage. And I don't know why I brought Banned Buzzle, honestly. And I'm going to go into Lando, expecting him to go into Gengar because he can get the free thing. So now he's going to go out into the Gyarados, pretty obviously. And I'm going to Earthquake, expecting him to stay in and expect the U-turn this time. And yeah, he's going to play passively. And that's just, I didn't expect him to play passively on that turn. I thought he might stay in, so I'm going to be an idiot there and just allow him to get enough damage in my Grand Bull, which makes the game a little harder. But, it's not too much damage. But he's going to go into Gengar here instead of Tangrowth, and I'm going to go into Steela. And here I'm going to go into Lando as he goes for the Z Thunder, which I thought was Thunderbolt, but still. Um, which actually makes my play even later on even worse. And I brought very little for Gengar, obviously. So I'm gonna go to Buzzwole now, and I'm just gonna sack that off. And yeah, I suck. I'm gonna go back into Steela instead of going into Lando. Like this is a huge misplay too, because if I went into Lando, I would have forced it out, or I could have killed it. If I went into Steela, why would I go into Steela? Because obviously I'm not gonna art into Lando as he goes for a T-Bolt because it's taking Rock's chip on Selly for no reason. So what the fuck was I doing? And like, why do I stay in? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, because he could have had Shard Mamo, and I didn't think about that, and that's really dumb. And I couldn't kill Coco. Well, I could kill Toko after I killed Gara, but yeah, Mamo. And then I would also need to use my Z Fly on Gyarados instead of and then tank growth would have been a problem. So that was just a bad play on my part. And yeah, I set up my way to win. If you could have missed the Thunder, maybe it was possible, like because I would have gotten a few kills, and that would have just made the game a little bit more open. But I don't think I probably still even I still might have lost, honestly. And it wasn't really. I played like shit, so this yeah. There's no way I should stay anywhere close to her. Like I probably had one of the worst performances of this week, and I know that. Now, I mean, could it? Yeah. Um. It could. I mean, I just think it could have been worse. Like the result of the game, how it played out. My prep could have been a lot worse. I think the way they played this game, it almost couldn't have been worse. Well, maybe no. I don't think it could have. I think it could have been worse, obviously, but I think for me it couldn't have been worse. There's no day I would have been more off. So yeah, I'm just gonna let him chip this now and get a heal bell on my 3% Selly. So now I'm just playing terrible. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just lose this game now. I'm just gonna get off my last thing, my last ditch effort, my explosion, and just get a kill or something. And I think yeah, I'm gonna move myself down from number 3 to number 11 because I think that's a lot more accurate in general. And I think this performance is just awful. So it kind of warrants it. Yeah, I mean, for me, though, it's not that I think it's so much dominant as I think it's just I played horrible. That's really it. It's not so much that it was just dominant. But yeah, I think I played like shit. So um, yeah, there's nothing really that can justify the way I played in this game. Oh my god, it's so bad. But yeah, we'll move on. And it would be Robin versus Azar. Oh boy, this game made me cringe. When it was happening live, rewatching it, it made me cringe harder. And I couldn't help but move both the players down because it was like, I think, like, I mean, Robin. I'll get to it when it happens. Yeah, this is like specs, and plus speed, so pretty sure. He gets up his rocks. It lets the Misprit die that fast. Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have a switch in, obviously. So, whatever. He goes Cortana here. He goes Zapdos. He goes Cycle Cut, and he reveals that he's offensive Zapdos, and Z-Move and, like, Life Orb spec, stuff like that, just don't make sense in a matchup where he has stuff that wall it, like, infinitely, like T-Tar. And it's kind of like setup bait almost for T-Tar. So, you would expect, like, a T-Wave on it or something. But, like, at this point, it's hard to say what he is. But one of the possible options, I mean, it's not lefties, is Steady Scarf. So Azar makes the play to stay in, and yeah, it doesn't really help him. Um, as yeah, in his scarf, and it just kills him. I don't think. I think. I mean, Azar pointed that out as a misplay. I personally think that it's not as bad as he thinks it is. Um, because scarf didn't make sense. Okay, this is where Robin actually made his biggest mistake to me, because even though he won, because Robin wins, but even though he won, I think bringing a Scarf Zapdos against a Mega Tyranitar, which absolutely just sweeps you, is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Honestly, it honestly is. And I understand that Mega Slowbro can take +1 crunch. It just needs some HP and a little bit of defense investment. I calc that, okay? I know that it can do that. So then it's like I understand that. I know Kama was not Yachi Berry. It was probably Specs, right? So I don't understand why in the world would you do that. If I mean, okay, Slowbro lives, right? So why am I on that? Because Slowbro can't kill it in one hit. So it's going to be relying on a Scald Burn. And then Kama living a roll on the Ice Punch, which, if he's adamant, which it really made sense for him to be adamant, and he was, I'm pretty sure he was adamant. I have his sets. I almost remember, I think I remember him being 252, 252 adamant. And, like, if he doesn't get the burn on Slowbro, he loses, pretty much. It's like a 12% roll for him to not kill Kama with an Ice Punch. So, what the hell? That makes no sense to me. I really disagree with this set. And even to me, this set is just a head ass set in this matchup. I don't know if there was some sort of justification for this set. But I can't justify it. I don't know if that's just me, or I don't know what the I don't know why he would run this set. If you can explain that to me, how in the world this set made sense, I'd appreciate it. But right now, I don't think it makes sense. And like last time with Turk, I missed the Lumberry. I missed seeing that, and it made some of his plays more justified. And he shouldn't have been ranked where he was, because he actually made better plays. But I don't see how this could possibly be justifiable. I just don't. So it's terrible. But the problem is he doesn't go into Tyranitar, so that's really really bad. He goes into his weakness policy Keldeo, which doesn't make any sense, because once he switches out, he can always go back in. And he's going to go into Slowbro, obviously, and he's going to come on, and he's going to want to get that HP Electric after, he's going to come on again. He's going to want to get that HP Electric off, like after he Side Shocks or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, he gets a kill, but that just means Zapdos can come right back in and force you out. So it made no sense that he didn't go T-Tar in the beginning. And yeah, I think Azar had a really bad matchup, because I helped him in this game. I think his prep was fine. I think he should have won this game. Honestly, he honestly should have won this game. I think they both looked really really bad in this game. I think Azar probably should move down from number 14 to number 16 after this game, for real. Like, it was honestly, it was just bad. That was pretty obvious too, right there. I think, and like Robin was number 10 before, and he wins this game dominantly, right? But I don't think he belongs. I think he belongs at number 13. Honestly, from number 10 to number 13. I think he belongs to move down after this game, because I just can't find any reason behind a Scarf Zapdos. I understand it beats like a Kartana, It could beat a Keldeo. It can beat some of the stuff that he had. Maybe you could HP Ice a +1 Zygarde. But, dude, I know your speed, and I know your speed tiers are slow. So I understand, like, why you might need it somewhat, but it's not right. Okay, it's just not good. Um, it, it's set up bait on something that completely sweeps you. So I can't justify it, and I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I want to be able to justify it. Um, it feels like I should be able to, but I can't. Um, so this is Bill versus Lemaine, and I think this was supposed to be like this was they were pretty even. Like last time we ranked, Bill was fifth, and Lemaine was seventh. Um, so yeah, Lemaine, I actually kind of expected this because of some chat stuff. Um, yeah, he's got an ice fang. It's kind of funny. Um, yeah, and Bill's gonna hyper voice here. So he's gonna go into Vaporeon, and he's gonna go into Bill's gonna go into Jirachi. He's gonna Abyss Rocks, take a Scald. I think he gets burned. Yeah. Um. So yeah, he's gonna talk to the Vaporeon. He's gonna wish. I think he might go into Mega Man here. I don't remember. Yeah, he does. Okay. Um. As he U-turns into the group Savoy ground, gets up his health. Of course, he goes into Hippowdon. It's gonna wall things. As he goes for the multi attack, that's gonna eat that like a boss. Toxic here, toxic here. I thought it was kind of obvious. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of boring, I guess, at this point. Goes into Suicune. Lomane gets his rocks. You could expect someone would be a sub here. So Lomane actually though opts to stay in and slack off, which is interesting. Um, so he goes into Bulu now, and that's it was. I don't know if he was long, but he could have been risking Scald there, which would have been pretty bad for him. But instead, he's gonna roar. And yeah, I get this play, but if it would have led to something like Mega Man coming in, that would have been bad. And I think it actually would have been better to hard Mega Man because I just think that was better to do than harding Bulu on a potential Scald. I don't know if he was Lom though, like Turk was Lom. So he's gonna go into Vaporeon. Um, Honestly though, this in this game, I kind of feel like personally that Lomain kind of he didn't feel that great, but yeah, he gets that wish off on it. So he makes a misplay here. Lomain again. ESDs, he doesn't check any sets or anything, so it's like, I have to switch out, and yeah, so now that just ends up being for nothing. Like, could have just got damage. So he's gonna go into Hippowdon, and yeah, he's pretty much gonna sack that. But he's gonna parting shot, which allows him to get off, slack off. Um, but instead he gets off a toxic, and that's all right as well, I guess. Um, yeah, it was kind of worth it. Toxic on the Suicune. He goes into Boo now. Um, yeah, he's gonna go into Lycanroc Dusk as he goes into the Burn Dirachi, which actually, I don't think he was expecting Burn Dirachi to come in, but it ended up going out in his favor because he can set up on a Burn Dirachi, right? But he's gonna SD here, and here's going to be a problem. He's going to miss Toxic. And he has a Vacuum Wave Infernape, which so it could have, helped him out a lot. So now he's going to have to switch. Or he's going to have to die. So what he has to do is just stay in, take the crunch, and get knocked out. I don't know if he was expecting crunch, necessarily maybe drill run, but whatever. So now he goes into the Suicune, and Lomaine's like, I forget what he said. He was just like baiting that that he didn't have a Z move, or like basically like screw damn, I haven't think this through or something like that. Um, and it was just kind of it was just kind of cringy. Um, I didn't really like it that much. So but he does have a C move, yeah, and Bill falls for this bait, so he just gets knocked out. Yeah, and that kind of really sucks. And then he goes alt mega, and no Wolmain misses. No, Wolmain's gonna yeah he misses, so he's gonna have to take this hyper voice. And now Bill's like, I should keep this mega alt, but now he's in range of vacuum wave. So a little bit of revenge hacks in a way, right? So he's gonna go now into Savali ground. He's gonna want to sack that off. Yeah, take some hits. He thinks that's less valuable, clearly. And he's gonna go into Nape, and he's gonna just vacuum wave. And here, yeah, he's just gonna get off that damage, get a Cell Rock off. Um, and he's gonna go into Lucha, which is just able to kill this. Hmm. Wish, fuck. He's gonna go for Sky Attack. I don't know about that. Just that's prep. Um, I don't think that's great, but no, he goes for an Acro. Now I don't. Was that a crit? He's gonna go into Boo. He can just knock this out. And yeah, at this point, it's over. Wilmain wins the game. I think he had some minor issues in this game, though. Um, yeah, so like I think Wilmain like deserves to be like I I guess like um from seventh to about maybe sixth. I just think he should move up like one spot. Um, oh, that's too far. Um, yeah, and I think Bill should move from fifth to about seventh. I think it was kind of clean actually because of the Stone Age miss, maybe, but like I don't think I think he probably would have had to take quite a few turns with Toxic to get in range of Vacuum Wave. I don't know any of this, so I'm just guessing really. I wasn't really too sure. I didn't know sets, so I didn't want to calc or anything like because that would just be stupid. Um, and yeah, I just to me that game was okay. I think Lemaine had a few issues, but whatever. So Bobby Titrino, Max, and I click buttons. Lol is right. Well, I don't care. Is XR is Zern? I've been calling him XRN or something probably, but it's Zern. I've heard like okay. Um, so yeah, this is one of the cleaner games out there. I think. Yeah, so he's just gonna go right into Conkeldurr on this. He's gonna go for Protect. Okay. So he's gonna give his rocks. Max is gonna bulk up. Very interesting. He's gonna go for Earthquake on the size. He's gonna go for the knockoff, which is cool. Earthquake again. He's gonna go for the Drain Punch, get some good health back, and he can just mock on this next turn. And yeah, that was pretty nice. Good exchange for rocks, I think. So he's gonna drain on this after, and he has a Roselli Berry, which is pretty nice. There wasn't a lot that could have dealt with this conk. So he's just gonna get a lot of health back. He's gonna mock on this, and he's almost kills it. So I mean, like that almost could have just swept, really. So I maybe he didn't play that perfectly, but it was just great. It was a great bring. Um, so yeah, he's gonna have a knock up on that Whimsicott, which is he's gonna get rid of that shed shell for Magneton to be able to kill the Scarm, which is nice in a sense. But I just think Magneton is really good in this matchup, which his team is weak for. But I don't think it was necessarily bad prep on and Zern's part. I think it was more like Max had a decent matchup and he definitely prepped really well. I don't know why he brought my Zern brought Diglett in this matchup because it's just fodder. Like a Scarf Toxicroak would have done pretty well. I think possibly. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. Nidoking maybe could switched in, but like I just didn't think Diglett was going to do very much. Um, and like I don't think there was very many ways that Zern actually could have won this matchup based on just the way it happened. Even though it wasn't high differential. I think like this is really solid prep. Um, there wasn't really a way I don't think that he could have played really around that too much. I tried like looking at maybe some things that could have happened. I don't really know. So like I thought it was kind of brilliant. I thought Max looked really good. I want to say that he moved from about ninth, which I had him the first time, I think, to third, and yeah, which is a big jump. But I think that's probably the right move. I moved from like third to 11, and I think it was definitely a great performance. And I don't really want to take anything off CERN. I think he actually probably should stay where he was, and he was already at eighth, and I think he belongs at eighth. I think he's pretty okay. So now we have Damos versus Paladin, and well, Damos was like sixth, I think. I can check that. Um, yeah, I think he was sixth last time, and like Paladin was Paladin was like 12th, I think. Um, yeah, he didn't actually look that bad last week either. But whatever. Damus goes into this, obvious fire blast. So like here he can go for a degleam. But Paladin's like, no, I'm not. Fuck that. I'm gonna go for my rocks at this point. He can go into something else, whatever. Probably I think. I don't know if he actually had degleam. I actually mocked Paladin. I don't remember that shit. So he's gonna go into Lando here. He's gonna side shock because Nihilego. Yeah. And it's stab. So he's gonna go on High Dragon here. And now he goes for another side shock. Yeah, let's see Scarf, right? No, he's lefties. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wrong. I forget that. He pretty much just clicks one move every time on this thing, anyways. Just U-turns out or something. He's gonna go into Scissor here. Uh, he's gonna go into Swampert. He's gonna U-turn again. Victor Bell. Yeah, pretty much should force it out. But yeah, he goes into Drug Algae, goes for the Stun Spore, pretty good. Paralyzes everything on his team. You're gonna get full para. There's gonna be a couple of these where he's just gonna get really unlucky. A couple turns, he's gonna lose some health on. There he lost some health on Nihilego. Pretty sure this happens again. Honestly, I yeah, it's kind of brutal. This game. Um, yeah. Um, he gets that HP fire on that scissor, but Damus is going to roost here, expecting that, and he gets it. So that's going to keep his scissor alive a little longer. So now he's going to go into Lando. I think it's a full para again. It's going to keep that alive a little longer. He's going to get a couple of things where things should have died if things weren't parried. Like I think it saves Scissor, Hydreigon, Lando, and Nihilego all from dying, which is just like ridiculous in this game. But it's a close game, and it's like pretty close. Yeah, it's just really close game. It's pretty well played, I think, by both parties. So I did move both of them up after this game, by the way. But like right here, he loses his kill on Hydreigon, and it's just sad, honestly. I think Paladin might have won this game. I'm not sure. I kind of beat him pretty bad in the mock, so I don't. He probably made a lot of adjustments though. Like I don't remember anything about it. But yeah, um, it definitely looked better than there. And like I honestly feel like I'm not giving Paladin enough on where I put him at next time. Like after this week, but it's kind of tough because he didn't actually win, and I still moved him up, and I think that's enough really, because there's just a lot of situations where he just it's just like Haxie. That's just got yeah, wow. Zork. Yeah, then he lost another bit of damage on this nail Lego. It just sucks. Really sucks. Um, oh, you're gonna go bullet punch on this Vitcher Bell. Get that Pia Berry off. Clefable right here. Strength Sap. Okay. Um, yeah. But Paladin was 12th last time, as I said. Um, I just want to say, like right now, like after this game, I think he belongs at about 10th. It's just a jump. I think he should jump after this game, honestly. Um, it was pretty decent performance for him. And yeah, like this is kind of rough. I mean, it's all rough, but there is something in this game that you know, Damascus gets lucky, but there is a little misplay he makes as well that just, I mean, I don't think he's as much as Lomain. So obviously he's going to jump ahead of 6 where Lomain was, where I feel it was a little almost high. But so yeah, so when Scissor comes in is where the misplay happens. So okay, um, it's not horrible because it doesn't lose him the game, but he definitely wanted to make this play. So he lets Neil Lego die to a bullet punch. This isn't necessary, okay? You go land of T, you get the Intimidate off right now. You hard it, okay? You don't let Neil Lego die before you hard because you're sacking it anyways once it comes in. And then you go Vitcher Bell and then you HP Fire. You don't, so you win 2-0, not 1-0, right? Okay, so every differential matters this league. This is the one misplay he makes. It's not crucial, but it does cost Damos in differential. He sacks the Neil Lego. And just so we can sack Lando right after, like, why don't you just sack the Lando? Dude, that's a misplay, okay? It's not huge, but it's a misplay. And obviously he still wins this game. But it was a close competitive game. Damos, I think, is 5th, and Paladin, I think, is 10th. So we're almost done with this. Then we can recap. This is probably a pretty long one, pretty long video. Okay, this is a cringe game. I just want. Oh boy, this is a cringe game. So Dylan was 15th before, and Matt was 13th. And I originally had Matt staying the same just because I thought everyone else below him is pretty fucking bad. But yeah, I had to move him down after this because this is just the worst thing we've ever seen. Um, yeah, you're gonna see why I say that. Matt is 14th, by the way, now from 13th. Um, so yeah, he goes Magnus on here, which is an unplay in my opinion. Like, yeah, you know, and he didn't prep for webs at all. So this is just this is gonna be pretty sad. Um, you'll see. Okay, the game's over. Okay, the game is fucking over. Literally over. That's how sad this game is. And what he should have done there, he makes a misplay there, but not going out, honestly, on the Mega Ult and just trying to get more fake out chip. Um, and trying to force close combats so that the damage does more. Um, he misplays there as well, and now he's just getting embarrassed by a Dragon. So it's pretty sad, honestly. This game is pretty fucking sad. Uh, he almost belongs below each column, but it's a close call. And Dylan, it's hard to even put something on this performance, but I think he should be number 9. It was a really easy wheelchair win. Um, but I don't know if that was necessarily him being like so great, or it was Matt just not prepping for webs. I mean, I helped him in a mock, but I brought QD Rubambi, and I guess that might have been bad, honestly, for him, because apparently Drakian just he wasn't prepped for it, and I don't know. So my number 16 now was Zazar, who moved down 2 spots. My number 15 was H. Colin, who moved up one. My number 14 was Matt, who moved down one. Number 13 was Robin, who moved down three, who won this game. Um, my number 12 is John, who moved down one. My number 11 is myself, who moved down like 8 or something. My number 10 is Paladin, who moved up 2. Number 9 is Dylan, who moved up 6. Number 8 is Zern, who didn't move. Number 7 is Bill, who moved down 2. Number 6 is Lomain, who moved up 1. Number 5 is Damos, who moved up 1. Number 4 is Juiced, who moved down 2. 3 is Max, who moved up 6. My number 2 is Andrew. He moved up 2 spots. My number 1 is still Natter. And that's pretty much all I have for the Kakuna Week 2 power rankings. And that again, this might be one of my last. Probably will be my last power ranking for the season. I don't know. I might do something. It depends, like whether people want it. This was a little more work was put into this one. I still didn't know everything. Obviously, like I didn't know something like, but I think I had a good gist of what was happening. If I didn't, I guess that would really suck. But I don't know like what to tell you. Like, so yeah, I just hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, we'll bring you other content. We're still gonna be uploading our games, and we'll see you with that. Peace out.